It's gonna cost $2,800 for me and Austin to go to Uganda, and Fields of Dreams offered to pay for half of each of us to go. So in my mind, I always thought $1,500 I wanted to collect to give back to the organization, so I didn't have to tap into all of their funds that they were going to give us. So with just 2 months of fundraising, I sent out letters and just Facebooked everyone and sent an email to all of my fans saying, hey, if you want to donate to this trip, this is how much I'm trying to raise. If you could, even just $1 would help me out on this trip. And so with just 2 months of fundraising, I've collected over $1,800, which is super amazing, and God is just phenomenal in providing that. I had the opportunity to go to Nashville to go to a Fields of Dreams Leadership Summit in October, and it was cool to see and meet the people who are the core group of people involved with Fields of Dreams Uganda, and just to know their hearts and see and hear their firsthand experiences. A lot of them have already been to Uganda 3 or 4 times, and it was cool just to hear stories of the kids that they've interacted with and the widows that they purchased products from, and it was just super cool to get a little bit more excited about our trip and to be less intimidated by going into a third world country, because I have never been. So I'm excited now to see what the Lord has in store for me when I go over there with the core group of people that we're going with, some of the board members, and it was cool. I do know a lot about Fields of Dreams, so it was just good for me to understand a little bit more than I already knew. We started working with Valparaiso University's men's soccer team, and it was great to collaborate with them and to get the team involved. It was really cool to meet some of the VU soccer players and see them interact with us. In the hallways at VU, we sold Ikisa products for a few days, and we raised over $300 just by doing that. So that was impressive to me, that college students just, their hearts for missions and things like that at a university in our hometown. And some of the soccer players came to our table and they used one of the banana leaf soccer balls and started kicking it in the hallway and had people interact through that just by kicking them the ball, and then they'd be like, hey, you just kicked a banana leaf soccer ball from Uganda. And it was cool, a cool way to open up and start sharing about Fields of Dreams vision. We collected soccer equipment. That was part of partnering with VU men's soccer team, that we would have like a donation collections game. So we collected shin guards, we collected soccer balls, any old soccer socks, and anything in between, just for people to use for warm-up jerseys and shorts. And one of the girls came up to us in the hallway and she had these blue cleats and she was like, these are championship cleats. She was actually from Puerto Rico, so she was pretty excited that they were going to be going to Africa, so that was cool to see her heart behind that and to donate. We designed a sweatshirt that has the continent of Africa on the back, and it has the chorus of Morning Light written in the continent with a heart over Uganda. So you have a chance to purchase those this Friday, November 9th at Cornucopia to support this trip. I'm hoping to just continue fundraising. We have a few more fundraising events coming up in November and December, and hopefully even in January before we leave in February. And if I could get as close as I could to $2,800, that's my next goal, so I don't have to tap into Fields of Dreams